realized I just realized we're on the spot of the disastrous 100 subs video, which is fine. I mean, you know, but I just thought it was kind of funny because I'm like subtweeting my fucking other. I'm like talking shit about my other channel on my other channel, but whatever. Um, what was I here talking about? Oh, yes. Okay, so if you feel some type of way about the Astroworld shit with Travis Scott and the at least 8 people dead. From the sound of it, it sounds like there's more, people talking about how, you know, there's a precedent in other festivals and other similar situations like this where dying or already dead people are taken off site so that they don't get declared dead there. Because, like, yeah, 8 dead, that's pretty bad. But, what if it said 16? What if it even just said 9? It's like these people, they don't, like, listen, like, Travis Scott's apology was insincere, but it's not because he's satanic directly, I don't think. Or, like, this is addressing, okay, if you're someone who believes that it's a Satan thing, listen up, because I half see what you're saying. But I want to basically say the same thing, but using maybe different words and see if you agree with it. Okay. So, where do we even start with this one? I mean, like, like everybody sucks, everybody does bad shit, and some of us do more bad shit. And see, all it is it's like it's a slow process. Usually, people don't get significantly worse like overnight. I mean, sometimes it seems like that, but that's usually just a break. Like, meaning it was building on them, building on them, building on them, and like, this has been a long time coming. Like, it didn't happen overnight. I mean, maybe if something like extremely traumatic or some crazy shit happened, then that's a different story. Obviously, there are always exceptions to everything. But anyways, not to get off too much on a tangent. So, Travis Scott. So, was it a sacrifice? Was it evil? Here's I don't know if I can say for that, but can I say one thing that I'm pretty sure? I would answer yes. Was evil present? Absolutely. If you subscribe to an idea that there is like an evil, and this is basically more or less what I subscribe to, Sometimes I believe different things, but this is what I believe. I believe there are entities at work, that we can't really see, and to call them, you don't even have to call them magic. It's something that, like, science doesn't understand yet. It's like electricity would seem magic to us just like a couple hundred years ago. So, so there's entities at work, and that maybe we can measure in some ways, maybe not really, definitely not easily, but these big amorphous blobs that just kind of influence things. And why do they do this? I think it's because they're a reflection of the world we have created. And the world we have created that we are living under right now is one of hunger, where you are just like consuming and consuming and consuming, and you grow bigger and bigger and bigger, but it's almost kind of like pointless. Like, there's no finish line, there's no like point. It's just like, and like, it causes suffering, this like endless consumption of, like, just these masses that are just growing for the sake of growing, and they're like doing terrible shit to each other, to like, and anyway, so like, I believe there is an entity that we could describe as the devil, that is like evil. And what do I mean by evil? I mean causing needless suffering. I mean doing like whatever it takes to uphold something that I think we could all in our gut agree is like bad, and like, just like all the other players in this game, wherever, they're just the biggest players. We're players too. We're just really small, so they play us. We're basically pawns to them. People can sometimes become really big, but like, think of like ideas. Like, the devil is just an idea on some level. Talking about like fabric of reality type shit here. But so Travis Scott, damn, this is like not gonna be a, I'm kind of happy because I was like really pressuring myself that I really need to like get better at like making my videos like easier to watch, more spreadable, better at just playing the game, honestly, just like better at, yeah, it's like I know what sells, and I like keep telling myself like, man, you got to get like better at this shit. And I'm just like, no, I think I'd rather be real. I think that's important. It's like I would rather like really have just like a handful of people like get what I'm saying than, I mean, money would be nice, whatever. This is cool though, huh? All right, Travis Scott, let's try and keep on fucking topic. Okay. All right, let's pause. We want somebody to psychoanalyze. Why the hell do middle school boys draw dicks on fucking everything, man? Like, you can like always, whenever there's graffiti, there's like always a dick. It's just like a thing, it's a meme. And they're like, you can just tell by the art level quality that it's like fucking kids. It's just like a weird, like, yeah, maybe it's just like that. Maybe it's like swearing, I mean, because I feel like a lot of kids also, at least around my age, would do like swastikas and shit. Probably not anymore because that's more of a like thing, Yeah, I never really did any of that. I mean, I like graffitiing, but I never want to just do what everyone else is doing because I gotta be different, huh? The thing about Travis Scott and Astroworld, it's it's not 100% Travis Scott's fault, and it's not even 100% the managers' fault and like industry whatevers that run Travis Scott and shit. It's not even the crowd's fault. It's a culmination of a lot of different things. You know, what we are seeing is what people will call a microcosm. It's almost like an allegory. It's just a really good representation of something much, much bigger. Okay. So with Travis Scott and Astroworld, it's like 8 people died, and probably more, because there's a precedent in similar situations that have happened at similar festivals where people would be dead or dying and they would be taken off of the site basically to be pronounced dead elsewhere, you know? And, so at least 8, we can't say how much, maybe it's 9, maybe it's 16, maybe it is just really 8, but, there is some like rumors that from people that were there, and it's like I've seen a couple of them. My girlfriend's been really into it, and I have seen a couple, and it's like I feel like you can usually tell when people are doing shit for the clout and people are doing shit just like sincerely, you know what I mean? It's like they have tells, like you can tell when someone's being sincere, like they're not I don't want to get into it, but anyways, it was a little bit of everybody. I mean, you have to think of, okay, listen, I love turn up music. That shit's like, I listen to some music that honestly, a lot of like bad people probably listen to. And that's the thing. It's like, you have to understand like what everything attracts. It's like you could be attracted to the color red or whatever for a totally different reason. Someone else is attracted to the color red. And then there could be someone else who has a totally different, and it's just like with turn up music, there are certain types of people that attracts that are very like bad, like, you think of just like the preppy popular like don't give a fuck, like I'm gonna have a good time at the expense of anybody else. I don't care. They're brats. They're kind of like sociopaths in a way, and I mean they come in all different colors and all different ages and all different genders and blah 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 and whatever. This is, I mean, like there are definitely some people who have been a little bit racist with this Travis Scott thing. I mean, this shit, the evil culminating into something really tangible, something that you can really fucking taste, something that you can really just like, whew, it's like that shit happens in all walks of life with all walks of people. Sometimes it looks different, and and like also it's like, yeah, it's like black rappers concert. There are some black people there. It is rap music. There are black people there. There's plenty of white people there, and I promise you, like, so just like bad people all around, And it's like, because you have to think, it's like, yes, Travis Scott should have stopped the show. But you know what else? The manager, like, this is a dude, he's probably high on stage. Like, he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like throw on a show, haha, and everyone's gonna be looking at me, it's gonna be great. You know, it's like, I heard that he got pissed when someone touched his shoe, but, and you know, made a big fuss out of that, but didn't make a big fuss. I mean, he's just like them. He's a brat, you know? He's just a selfish person, you know. And I mean, like, yeah, you know what, fuck those people, if I'm gonna be real, but, and like, fuck them hard, but at the same time, if that's the standard we set, that's a lot of people, man. I mean, the Astroworld thing wasn't the work of one person. I mean, you should be pissed at Travis Scott because like he's in a place of power. It's just he doesn't deserve that power. That's it. It's not that he deserves to die or even, I don't even know, go to jail. It's just he doesn't deserve that power. You know what I mean? It's just like, but otherwise, he's just like you and me, like, you know, and the you and me's were the ones that out there in the crowd that were also doing fuck shit, like dancing on the ambulances or just like not getting the fuck out of the way. Just, it's like, you know, it's all these tiny moments. It's not some like, evil isn't like someone's like, put a bowl of puppies into a blender and you're like, okay, you know, that's not how fucking evil works. It's like, evil is like, you are walking by and you see that, you know, you're dancing, you're fucking wilding out, you're fucking getting lit, you're having a great ass fucking time, you know, like it's great. And then you just like in the corner of your eye, you see someone on the ground and like you see what is very obviously blood. Okay. It's just like, these are the type of people that fail in this situation. You know, to call it evil, you know, that's a like whole other discussion, but it's, you see those type of people, they see these people and they just don't do the right thing, which is to help them, to do what you can to help them. Now, it's one thing, you know, there's a lot of different reasons that you might not help someone. It could be cowardice, like you could be scared, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. I know that's like a like hard word, cowardice, but it's like, yeah, you know, especially if you're like a smaller person, like if, or you're just already like at your limit right now. Otherwise, it's just like, yeah, that, I mean, like that is a big, like, it's not like trying to save someone in like this sort of environment would be crazy, but you know, it's just like there's that. But you know what's evil to me is when you look at that and you just like blip it out of your head and just like continue to act like you're partying. That's evil. That's what evil does. That evil is like an entirely different entity. It's not even you. It's something that's trying to like control you, to puppet you, you know. And it, so you know, it's just like these, all these people who are just like, whatever, I'm gonna keep vibing, and they just like don't think about it again, because it's just like they've gotten to a point where their mind is trained to do that, to blip out like all these bad things, you know. There's a lot of people who are trained to do that, you know. It's it's honestly a pandemic that's been going a lot longer than all this shit, you know. You know, and there, and you know, so then there's also the management and all the people that, regardless of how Travis feels, and you know, and but see, this is when it gets to the Travis and manager level, industry level shit, you know, that's also where not only power but money, which, you know, like the two, obviously, like that Venn diagram is like almost a circle, you know, and money, man. You got to think about all the little bad things that you've done for money, and maybe you didn't do something that bad as to like, like, yeah, like ignore some shit and just be like, nah, get the fuck off, like go away, like, because, and you know, half of it is like, well, you know, these kids could be fucking lying, but you probably should be able to see the like legitimate fear in their eyes, you know. I don't know. And part of it is just like, I am doing a high stress job and I need to get 100 on this test. Like, I can't get a 99. I definitely can't stop the fucking show. That's basically like a D minus at best, you know. Like, I have to get 100 on this test, and I make a shitload of money, so it's important, you know. Like you or me's, like maybe when we work at our shitty little jobs, like it's okay to risk it a little because the stakes are different, but like then you get these people who are just addicted to money, addicted to power. It's a drug, really. And the consequence, just like all drug addicts, there's always consequences. And like the consequence with these people is they are destroying our world. These people that are addicted to money and power, they're just a type of person. It's not the rich. You got to stop thinking the rich and powerful are people who are really smart, people who are really talented, people who like you should really listen to. Like I've heard a lot of these people, and some of them are, but an equal number of poor people are, that smart or talented or whatever, just like an equal number of poor people and equal number of rich people are, proportionally roundabout are complete fucking stupid dumbasses. Like, I mean, obviously rich people get like an education, but like, if you're real, you know that an education isn't the only thing to intelligence. You could have a really good education and be really fucking stupid, or really shit education, be really fucking smart. You could be in the middle, you could be this, you could be that, there's like, but, one thing that their profession, so to speak, you know, their status in society, the seat they occupy in this grand game we all play is filled by a lot of people that are just addicted to money and power. And, like, don't even think of power as like, I can summon 4,000 troops and, like whatever. Like, no, power can even just be like power over anybody. It's like, yeah, like being addicted to all these people who are fucking dying to see you, literally dying to see you, you know. All these people who look up to you, who like just feed up. You could like literally say anything, almost anything, and you're right. No matter what it is, you're just automatically right, And of course, there's the haters, right? There's the haters that you know, might might be right, might be wrong, depends on your situation. God, see, it's so hard for me to talk because like I put so many conditionals on everything just because I feel like it's important, but I wish I didn't have to talk like that because it takes fucking forever. But anyways, yeah, so the managers, the industry, they're okay, hey, wait, pause. Managers and the industry people who are addicted to money and power, and so like they too fail, in that situation. They just like it blips, like, and they have a much stronger blip because it's just so much pressure built up on their lives. And I'm not trying to make an excuse for these people, don't get it twisted, I'm just saying like it's just a point that like people are shaped by their environment, and the solution isn't to go down like like Satan worshiping conspiracy, because it kind of just it's kind of at this point just like a subsection of fascism, and that it tries to find an out group and an in group that are like the out group is just completely to blame for everything that is wrong, and the in group is the the you, and whatever, the winners are the people who are like perfect 100% of the time about everything. It's just that is what fascism is, like fundamentally. And so the solution to evil is not following evil. Like fascism is evil. It's like a trick. It's the point of fascistic thought. And like, like hoteps and shit, like I'm sure are gonna be all over this. I see a lot of like hotepi language. I mean, there's like different like umbrellas or like spheres in like the online conspiracy realm, but a oops. And see, this is hard for me to do because I'm talking right to the devil. The devil's like almost the only one who's listening to me right now. I don't got a lot of viewers. I'm just sitting here like talking shit at the devil, and I mean, I'm asking for it, but he ain't got me yet. I mean, he's putting some fucking work on me. I tell you, my back fucking hurts. My fucking wrist is still fucked up, man. It's been like a year or whatever. My fucking ankle is hurting. Like, I'm just falling apart, y'all. Like, my ankle is feeling a little better. I'm sure my back will be fine too. I'm really sick of this wrist though, man. And like, I just want to like exercise. Like, I feel like I do miss exercising, you know. But I mean, it feels good, not in a short-term way, but definitely in a long-term way. It's like you'll miss it when it's gone, and when you have it, you'll like hate it. Not all the time. There was a couple times that I've been able to like get into it, you know. But and that was fun. Obviously, not always. A lot of times it's a chore. But you know, just like eating healthy. Like sometimes eating healthy is a chore. Sometimes it's tasty. You know. I mean, even when you eat healthy, it's like your taste buds adjust at a certain point, and you can enjoy flavors that aren't super reliant on like bad shit. Or well, for me, I still really like bad shit, like sugar and fat. You know, especially sugar. Well, not saying that's necessarily my 100%, but it's just very bad for you. But like I think the thing is I can also enjoy like bad flavors like vegetables and stuff too. So it's like I feel like I get a good mix. I get a, you know, I got my white, I got my black, I got my dark, I got my light. Oh man, I fucking love that bandana. Okay, hold up. Also, I hope you haven't had a like freak out, because when I was looking at the camera and talking to the devil, I'm not necessarily talking to the viewer, although the devil is in all of us. So, okay, the part of you that just felt like that was, it's just a little bit of bad in you, and it's okay. Don't panic. Like we all have it, you know. It's like we're all, you know, a pie chart. We got a lot of different things that are like each pulling on us this way and that way, and you know, whatever. And welcome back. Hey, it's your boy. It's young Skrillex, you know. Oh, it's Kick V2. It's a long tube. Yes, sir. It is medium smoke in the building. Uncle Randy in the building. Who else we got? Who else we got? Hey, it's your boy Fopax in the building. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, let's do this shit over again. Okay. Okay. So Travis Scott in Astroworld. I mean, yeah, that shit is like demonic. I get why people are saying that, but you know, it's like a lot of these things are coincidences. Like the aesthetic things, you also got to be able to see the demonic shit and shit that is like really not demonic looking. Like there's plenty of like well well put like fluffy happy things out there that are like really sinister, you know. And you know, or not, and vice versa, you know. There's like some shit that like looks evil aesthetically but like isn't. Like I don't know. I don't know. Black Bloc. The Soviets, yeah. I mean, or just like not necessarily anything. Like, I mean, like there's a lot of like things that, I mean, like, you know, that to me is just like art a little bit. I do think a lot of shit was, and you know, like who knows? Maybe it was just like the devil like coming through these people. I could see that too. You know, the people who like all the people involved to make Astroworld aesthetically what it was, from Travis Scott to probably like dozens, if not hundreds, of like unnamed people. Like, you know, it's like, you know, maybe the devil just them a little bit, you know, when they were and like helped put it all together. But I'm telling you, it's not like these people are not like purposefully evil. You know, just like you and me are not purposefully evil when we choose to do the wrong thing, when we fail, you know. And you know, so obviously, like, in my opinion, there has to be consequences. And like, forget Travis Scott and the managers. I mean, there should be consequences for them, like probably legal consequences. Like, it's just, you know, you have to, you know, because like they won't learn the lesson anyways. But it's just like more important than that. I hope these people feel guilt. You know, I hope they can't feel better until they can own up at least to themselves like what they did, you know. And I don't just mean Travis Scott or all the industry heads. I mean, you know, or the security president or whoever, like the fucking cameraman or whatever. I mean, like all those people in the crowd who just also did the wrong thing, you know, and all the bad energy that was brought there. I mean, like you gotta think, a lot of shitty people were there. I'm sure there were a lot of cool people there. I'm 100%. I 100% mean that. Like, I'm not coming after you if you like Travis Scott. I like some people who are also probably very, you know, got a big dark spot on them. You know, it's cool. It's cool. I personally, I haven't really listened to that much Travis Scott. I mean, like, I tried him a long time ago, didn't really feel it. I heard snippets recently, and I like that a little better, but not. I mean, like, he does kind of seem like a douchebag to me, you know, just a little bit. Not someone that I would want to be like friends with, you know, like. But I don't think that means he's not a person, that he doesn't at least deserve some empathy. But you know, at the same time, like he is dodging that responsibility hard, sir. And yeah, you know, the cringe fucking like I can't really look at you because I like, and I can't really summon emotion. Oh yeah, it would, damn, bro, that really sucked, right? Ooh yeah, and oh, you know, the prayers and thoughts for the families and whoever. Wait, let me read this real quick. Oh yeah, yeah. And the you know, just my heart and thoughts go out. Oh geez, you know, it's like, shut up, dude. Like, they're all just trying to cover their ass, you know. Just like, I'm sure there's some people who probably weren't that great that are like floating around the whole like online discourse that are also kind of like covering their ass a bit. I mean, everybody's covering their ass. You know, it's like I said with the bodies being pronounced dead elsewhere. It's just like they're just covering their ass, they're selfish, they just don't want to take responsibility, you know. And I mean, like, I think we can all relate to that on some level. You know. And if you don't, you might be lying to yourself. You know, I haven't done nothing bad, I don't fail. Okay. Yeah, I see you motherfuckers every single fucking day. Every single fucking day. Don't play. Come on, don't play, bro. Okay. All right. Well, you know, I think I more or less said everything I had to say. You know, how long did this run? Let's hope not. Probably ran like 30 minutes at least. But you know, fuck it. If you have watched all this, like, you need medication, you need you're very bad. Go to jail forever, preferably forever. Okay. This has been Medium Smoke in the building. You know, this has been you know, Papa Snoot in the building. What can he say? You know. This is the woods. Ain't it nice? These are the rocks. Very cool, eh? Glacial drift or whatever. The rocks came from oh yeah, there's some over there. There's a lot that you just like can't see from where we're standing, but I mean they're all over the place. It's pretty cool, yeah. But like glaciers, while they were melting, like slowly deposited them, so that's why there's just these giant fucking rocks, and it's pretty cool. Also, sorry if I sound like I've like been about to cry this entire time, like with my voice quavering and stuff. Part of it's just like I'm high, and part of it is like, you know, this is like a performance for me at some degree. This was completely unscripted. Like, I'm trying to do that better because like writing scripts, oh boy, hell no, no more. I'm gonna try and do unscripted from now on and just like have to get better at it, you know. That's all. And yeah, so just been nervous, you know, but you know, had to pause a couple times, and like I stood on this rock and I just stared out there and I said, Travis Scott Astroworld, and then I would be able to pick up right where I was, you know. And it like gave me like, because you know, it's whatever works for you, you know. Like, you can call like what happened the devil, you can call it evil, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, that is totally valid, just like it is totally valid to call it, I don't know, it's definitely the easiest way for me to call it, you know. I don't, but you know, it is whatever works for you. Like for me, it's like, I don't want to tell you, hey, go stand on that rock and just say 2 words, and then that way you'll be able to you'll channel your inner, you know, angel or whatever, and you're gonna like change the world some lightning bolts or whatever. But you know, it's just like whatever works for you, man. Like, and like that's not even a ritual for me. Like my thing is I don't really like have a ritual. Like I kind of always just like know what to do. Like, and like it worked, you know. And again, like that could, you could be saying like I am basically doing magic. I mean, like, you know, or you could just be like I'm just like tricking myself and it's all like psychological, you know. It doesn't really matter. I mean, egoism and chaos magic, if you really I look at them, they are kind of saying the same thing in different words. A for circle, a, we did it, 5,000 points, roll the credits, baby. A. Do you see that spider web? I don't know if you do. Oh, okay. Look at these fun mushrooms. Okay. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. I got a black cloud, bitch. 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 I got a biz. I got the shits. Baba da dubba 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 diz. I would dog wah 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 this office.